Hi everybody, it's the Geo Doctor here again. I'm just coming here today because I did promise you an update on MPC Spiderman model, the one that I've created this year for my 6-year-old grandson. So to stay true to my word, this again is the box of the model that I'm referring to. I'm just going to zoom out here a little bit so you can get a little bit better look. There you go, the Amazing Spider-Man by MPC. This is the kit I am talking to you, brought to you by Round 2 this year. The kit sells for about $10. I think it's a little overpriced by $9, but that's my opinion. That being said, I bring to you today the completed kit, which will be wrapped up shortly by my dear wife, the Amazing Spider-Man in all of his glory. I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer so that you can start to see some of the detail that's involved. As I told you when I was preparing this model, that I would highly suggest that for the eyes, I used Mr. Primer 1000 as my primer for this model. The red is all injected in an orange color, and the blue is a pale blue. Neither color matches Spider-Man's uniform. The other thing is the eyes are not white. You have to paint those in. And all the black on the model that you see, whether it be here the webbing or the webbing on Spider-Man's gloves, you must do yourself. Now, I use Mr. Detailer to do the grills of my cars, to do any wash work. I use Mr. Detailer. A very fine product, a product I would recommend to anybody. I would not recommend that you use Mr. Detailer on Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a three-dimensional object. Mr. Detailer is very thin, and unless you're willing to spend $6 for a brand new bottle of Detailer, this will absorb an entire bottle because it just rolls all over it and it's going to get everywhere. So please make sure you clear coat your paint. As I told you before, I was going to put a nice acrylic base clear coat on this before I did any detailing. I'm very glad I did, because Mr. Detailer will not stay in these cracks. It'll just run out. These cracks are not deep enough. Again, I'm trying to bring this up to show you Spider-Man's hands. It's really weird when you're using these cameras because you have to go the opposite way of the camera to get the shot. And you can see there's a lot of fine crevices and details, but Mr. Detailer runs right out of it. So, went into the old Geo Doctor toolbox. What am I going to do to get over this problem? I got out a micro Sharpie black pen. I figured I would hand draw every line on this model. Now, just to let you know, there's my phone ringing, of course. Just to let you know, none of these lines, even though they may appear straight, they're not straight. It's spider webbing. So you'll be going along with your line, bang, you hit it, and you're off and you're doing something else. So do not try to detail with Mr. Detailer, and if you decide to detail your model out with a Sharpie pen, be extraordinarily careful, please, because you'll be all over the place with this thing. The other thing I want to say is the only way I could get this model to go together and stay together was to use accelerant, kicker with contact cement or super glue. Be very careful when you're using cyanoacrylate at any time. Make sure you're wearing your proper respirator, both for the spray and for the cyanoacrylate, you can really screw up your lungs otherwise, and do it in a very well ventilated area. This model requires almost completely to be super glued together. This model does not go well together at all. I hate Spider-Man now. I hope he gets killed. I hope he slams into a building. I have probably put 40 hours into making this little Spider-Man look as good as what it does, and for me, personally, I'm really not happy with Spider-Man. I really am not. I would not recommend this kit to anybody, like I say, unless you've got a lot of time to put into this or you really like Spider-Man. And I hope my grandson gets no ideas that Grandpa is going to turn around and start cranking these things out. Because if the Hulk and Captain America, there's a second Spider-Man model out there, if they're anything like this, I want nothing to do with it. Here is the base that I told you I was going to finish up. There's the spider webbing. I'll cover my ugly mug while you take a look. Yes, I covered the spider webbing up. It's all detailed out. And now you have the option where you can take the base. You can either stand Spider-Man, I believe, like so on the base, like this, or he can be hung up in the corner of a room somewhere. What I'm happy about is that after Christmas, this model will be out of my sight, and I can get over the trauma of building it. It really was a pain in the neck, fellas. I've never been so harsh about any model in my life. That brings me to my next point. I've only been on YouTube just approximately a month now. And I really, without getting mushy to you guys, I really would like to express a deep thank you for being accepted by each and every one of you into this community. It's a wonderful, wonderful community. It's a fantastic venue for modelers to get together, modelers of all age groups, and certainly of all talents. And I humbly must say I'm in over my head with you guys. You guys are, wow, you guys are real modelers. There's just so much I can learn. I look at guys like Dr. Cranky, Ricky Howard, you know, badass Canadian, Big Daddy. These guys have forgot more about modeling than I'll ever know. And it's just wonderful to be able to call you friend. I thank you for your support. To all those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel in the past month, I thank you very much. And I hope that in the up and coming year, I can put out some more videos for you, because like Dr. Cranky said, you know, sharing inspiration is what begets other inspiration, and the eye candy, it just pushes you to another level. So from my home to your home, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and whatever you do, please make it a safe and a healthy, happy holiday season. And I just look so forward to seeing each and every one of you back after the holidays, hungover and happy. So this is a Geo Doctor saying, God bless. And by the way, it's snowing outside, as if things weren't going from bad to worse. Bye, everybody.